It's Monday, June 27th. I'm Holly Stouffer with KENS 5 News Now. A man escaped a burning car on the west side of the city and is now in critical condition. Police say the vehicle slammed into a utility pole and burst into flames. This was just before 10 p.m. at Bandera Road and North General McMullen. Firefighters had to deal with live power lines nearby while they put out this fire. The victim was taken to University Hospital in critical condition for burns, and a second person in that same vehicle was treated on scene. Police say 2 women are in the hospital with gunshot wounds after a drive-by on the west side. That shooting was at a home on Aztec Alley just before midnight. Officers say 2 different caliber guns were used in the shooting that left over a dozen shell casings in the street. Inside the home, one of the women in her 60s was hit in her torso, while a younger woman in her 20s was shot in the leg. Both women are expected to recover, thankfully, but police are still investigating this case. And 1 person was killed and 3 others were hurt in a shooting outside a North Side bar. Police say an argument started in a nightclub parking lot on Blanco and Bassey around 2:15 Sunday morning. At some point, someone started shooting, then ran off. 2 of the victims drove themselves to the hospital, and 2 others were rushed to the hospital, where 1 later died. Right now, police have no suspects. Now that Roe v. Wade has been overturned by the Supreme Court, abortion bans will go into effect quickly in Texas and other states around the country. They're called trigger laws, and Texas doctors could face life in prison or a $100,000 fine for performing abortions. Attorney General Paxton says the law will take effect 30 days after the Supreme Court issues a judgment. Friday's move is not a judgment, but an opinion. The judgment is expected to follow the opinion in about a month. On Friday, Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez pledged not to prosecute those who seek abortions or punish doctors who help.
Now, I took an oath when I was sworn in, and that oath was not to prosecute, but to seek justice. There is no justice in prosecuting women for exercising their own personal choices.
Gonzalez says there is a possibility of his office facing legal ramifications if it does not prosecute certain cases. He says he will evaluate the cases closely and make a decision, quote, case by case. As Pride Month winds down, local leaders are celebrating after a successful weekend of events, including a Pride Festival and parade. Organizers say many events, like Brave Space for Every Family, are important to remind youth of the resources that are available to them. A spokesperson with Centro San Antonio says this Pride Month has been one for the books.
We are going in a very positive direction. I think it's so encouraging that our local government is so supportive of the community and willing not only just to, talk the talk, but walk the walk and invest in those resources.
And while Pride Month may be coming to a close, those resources do last all year long. A good place to start looking is pridecentersa.org. And trending online, some national recognition for our very own San Antonio Zoo. The zoo ranks number 2 for the best zoo in the U.S. That's from TexasZoos.com. Zoo staff say they went through some hard times during the pandemic, but focused on safe experiences and the zoo's conservation mission to make it through. And we've got some chances for rain in the forecast, right, Ryan?
Yeah, finally, it's about time. We have a chance at rain later on today. In the meantime, it is dry outside. We'll see a high of about 97. Scattered showers after 2 o'clock today. Temperatures cool down with a daily chance at rain through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with highs remaining in the upper 80s and lower 90s. Holly.
Thank you, Ryan. And that's a look at your KENS 5 News Now. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us online. I'm Holly Stouffer. Thanks for joining us.